Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Maim, would you tell the dear listeners if you've watched Encanto yet?
I'm still not watched it.
Dear
I was
listeners,
go- I was going to.
if
I
if you
really was.
if you follow me on Twitter at Divine Miss Mims, plug, um, you would have seen that as I was flying to San Diego, I was taking pictures of the screen of me watching Encanto and like singing along because here I was singing along to it on the 4 hour flight because I was tipsy. Um, we don't talk about Bruno. We don't do this. We don't surface pressure. Great songs. And I was sending it to Maven like, have you watched it yet? Have you watched it yet? And she has
I
not.
I I was going to.
Uh huh.
So this is true story. So this is true story. So the week and a half that my husband had COVID,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like in the sewing room every day.
Yeah.
I was going to watch it, and I realized very quickly that I couldn't watch it and sew at the same time. And I'd have to
Why?
actually because like it's visual, right? Like I'm very
Yeah.
particular. Like that's why I put on old British mystery stuff when I'm doing that stuff because I don't
Mm.
have to necessarily watch it. But
Yeah.
like this just the beginning of it, I was like, oh, this is a beautiful movie. I can't like not I have to like take the time to
It's
watch it.
true. It's true.
So I do plan to have it. I do want to have it watched before the fall.
Dear listeners, it is one of my feel good movies. I've now seen it 5 times, 6 times, maybe.
This
And
is
I
one
don't
of
have
your
a
feel
child.
good movies?
Yes.
Oh
Yes, it is.
wow.
It is one of those that is. It lifts me up whenever I feel blush.
Oh, it puts the wind beneath your wings.
It puts the wind beneath my wings.
I
Fly.
can fly you then and eagle. Yeah,
Bet is rolling over in the grave she hasn't even dug for herself yet.
you are the wind beneath my wings.
It's like Patti LaBelle and Jack A had a love child.
Fly, fly.
Girl, you aren't even you went to like dog sounds. You weren't even registering. I don't I
I
don't know
don't
what is going on with you.
I don't know what's happening to me today. I've just
Lord,
kind of
usually it's me that's loopy, but no, it's you.
I am loopy today, and I
It's
got a lot
it's
of sleep last night. Like I got 10 hours of sleep.
what else
So
what else did I watch? Oh, on the way back. So Delta canceled my morning flight.
how
So
dare they?
I had to do a red eye.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was either that or get back at midnight, and I was not missing that last night at Flex. Anyway, so I start off on that plane. They, I don't know, it's probably been a long time since you've flown, but they have like you can watch live TV or they've got like stuff saved,
Oh wow.
and they had like the first 5 episodes of season 4 of 30 Rock.
Wait, that's very specific.
It was it was also fantastic. Let me just tell you because it is uh the one where they go down Stone Mountain, the one where
Oh,
they have to hire the new person, um the one where
this is
the
so such.
strike. Yeah, it was vampire. It was all the best little one liner sort of things.
This is
Oh,
really weird. This is that thing that we do that every once in a while where we're on like the same page. Earlier, when I was
mhm.
folding laundry, I just stopped for a moment and had this minute, and I said, "What's Tina Fey doing right now?" And it was so when you said that, I was like, "Well, that was bizarre."
What is she
Because
doing right now? Do we
I
know?
don't know. I didn't look it up because I wanted to finish folding the clothes before
It's
we recorded.
I think she may be. Is she a writer on Mr. Mayor?
Mm-hmm. Tina
Tina
Fey.
Fey. Oh, you girl, we're both looking at the same time.
Because we are Zennials. This is what we do.
Tina Fey. Let's see here. What is she? That won't. Do you prefer Wikipedia or IMDb?
I like IMDb.
Girl, that's because we're old.
But I don't. The thing I don't like about Wikipedia is having like scroll so
Yeah.
much. Like, oh wait,
Only Murders in the Building.
she's in that. Okay.
And
Okay.
she's a
Well.
writer on Mr. Mayor.
Oh, okay.
So she
Okay.
created Mr. Mayor, and she's yeah. There you go.
She was on something called the Mapleworth Murders. Do you know what that is?
I,
There's a murder mystery show that I've never heard of before. What? And it won an Emmy?
Oh no.
The Mapleworth Murders. Okay, I'll find this out later.
Oh,
I'm
no.
now my brain is
Maim is
sorry. And it's an old white lady.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh no, what's happening?
So I had a thought. Are you ready for my thought? As I was flying back,
You have a lot of thoughts.
it's relevant to murder mysteries.
Oh, okay.
They could take to make an American version of Ms. Marple.
Mm-hmm.
If you took the woman who played Dr. Pulaski from Star Trek.
Okay.
What's her name?
I don't know her. I just know her character name. I don't know.
I mean, she was the fashionista from that episode of Murder, She Wrote, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was in LA Law for a bit.
I don't. The problem is that like
She's
there's
got to be
something
British.
well, it's not that. No, it's not that. Right. It's that I think that I mean technically this is the closest it will ever have to Miss Marple. This show is the closest because now, I mean, in our modern society, like older people are not even the older people that are in our media now. They don't even want to act old anymore. So like, whereas Angela Lansbury, she wasn't even as old as she acted like she was on the show. Like older actors now, they would never do that because they would be like, I want to be hip. I want to be knowledgeable.
What about if she started doing Murder, She Wrote, a prequel?
Ooh.
Like when she's meeting her husband back in college.
Frank. Ooh.
Yeah. And you get somebody like Dakota Fanning. I don't know.
Oh
I love Dakota Fanning.
A Frank and Jessica mystery show. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah. No, I don't want it to be Frank and Jessica. I want Frank to be kind of like Tom Bosley. I want to be completely hapless. Like,
oh, that would actually be cute, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's get started writing that.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll do the what do you call it? The teasers for the script. I'll start shopping it around. We'll get some buyers. Not Netflix right now. They're hemorrhaging money, but we'll go talk to HBO. I mean, they did Perry Mason prequel. They can do this prequel.
Speaking of doing prequels, Maim, did you know that we have a Patreon?
That is not what I was expecting. Yes, we do. We actually have some lovely people who have given us money through the Patreon.
That's true. And dear listeners, if you want to throw more money at us, it is at patreon.com, Mims and Maim. Hey,
and
Maim,
we have a special prize for you if you would like.
Why do you throw this out there in one of our podcasts but not the other one?
I don't know.
Okay. Yes, dear listeners, we have a special prize that we will review one episode of whatever you want from us. That's exactly right.
Includes a whole movie.
Apparently so, yes. Dear listeners, did you know, and Maim, did you know that we have another podcast?
Something about that sounds familiar, and I'm not sure why.
It's called Baking Sugar, and it is a Designing Women podcast. Hey, Maim, did you know I deleted our third podcast? Moving on. Hey, Maim, did you know we have some merchandise out there?
I thought you were going to say something else, and I almost had a fit when you said delete. I was like, what did you do? Yeah. No.
It's called, if you, dear listeners, if you go to mimsandmaim.com, you can buy a shirt or a totes.
Totes or a tumbler.
You can buy a tumbler. I feel like we're on $20,000 pyramid. Things at Mims and Maim's website. Yes, that's exactly right.
Who was it? It just reminds me of like the early 90s. You can visit our website at www.mimsandmaim.com.
Oh, you forgot. http:// Mims www.mimsandmaim.com. That's www.mimsandmaim.com.
We lived before the internet. It's so wild to me now.
I mean,
Like,
technically no, because
I mean, in the internet as a commercial tool,
that is true.
right?
That is
Like
true.
it is because I can still remember those days where like remember we all used to have that we all had that same sort of surprise when they started putting that on commercials on TV and we were kind of like, well, that's
Yep.
different.
Yep. Well, people didn't think they would actually need it for the longest time.
Nope. The
And
company put
then,
that off for a very long time.
yep, they sure did. Oh, goodness. Well, babe, are you rating in this episode?
Those were the days. Yes, I am.
This is season 2, episode 2. Joshua Peabody. Retake. Season 2, episode 2. Joshua Peabody died here. Possibly.
I love that you say second take when they're both going to be in the recording.
Well, you talked over me, so there's going to be a third take. Season 2, episode 2. Joshua Peabody died here, possibly. There we go. Don't give me that look.
Can I talk now?
I mean, I ain't your controller. Although I can mute your ass. No, don't get it twisted. I got
Wow.
Well, we're at a construction site in Cabot Cove.
Yes, it's tense energy.
There are protesters everywhere. And there's Gomez Adams.
That's so great, right? As soon as I hear his voice, I perk up. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, and then those buggy ass eyes come running down the.
Oh, so good. So good.
We meet Kowalski, who's the contractor.
Yes.
Pierce, who is Gomez. We're going to call him Gomez for the rest of this time, by the way.
It's just easier for everybody, technically.
And we meet David, the chief protester blocking construction.
Ooh, David shakes fist.
Yes. We find out that Gomez snuck the hotel through the town council when a lot of people weren't even there.
Wow, dude, we were on your side.
No, we weren't.
Oh, wow, dude, this is exactly what we expected of you.
There you go, that's better. Well, Amos is there.
Hey, Amos. Hey, Amos.
And your sometimes Maine accent.
Yes.
Well, Amos breaks up the fight. He's like, I'm the sheriff in this town. And we're gonna need to break that up. You know, I was trying to do an impression the other day.
Yes.
Of the sheriff of Nottingham from the Robin Hood, the Man of Maim.
The greatest Robin Hood ever made. Yes.
Gee, criminy nutsy. That's about the best I got. I don't know how close it is.
Nutsy. Oh man, something's gonna need to be rewatched very soon. Now.
Well, dear listeners, we're getting ready to be on another podcast called Debatable, and what we're going to debate are the best Disney songs. Mm-hmm. So we're each going to bring 4. It's either 4 or 8, something crazy like that, to the thing.
We have to bring that many ourselves?
Yes, girl. You chose this mess.
Oh, but I thought like everybody contributed like just a few
Yeah,
each.
each person contributes like 4.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got it.
My God, dear listeners, she did this night 4 months ago.
I forgot what happened 4 months ago. Do you know what my life is like day to day?
If she wasn't a part of the opioid crisis, maybe, maybe, just maybe.
Those are vitamins.
What are you doing to my mother's birth control?
Stop calling them opioids.
Dear listeners, we joke, but it is a real crisis. Just be careful. Be careful out there. People are lacing drugs with this shit to try to boost people coming back for it, and it's God, it's gross. Anyway, sorry, that was sad. Let's go on to there's a skeleton found at the construction site. There are bones in this place. There are bones in this place. One day I'm gonna break this chair I'm sitting on because I'm jamming to me. I put it together, so God knows it's been held together by a thought and a prayer.
Lord have mercy. That's frightening.
I'm actually really good at that. It's one of my butch things.
Is it?
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
You know how all gay men have like 1 or 2 butch things? I could do that kind of shit.
I can put stuff together.
I replaced a garbage disposal. Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord, that's like
all
you
on
got
my
like
own.
wow.
All by myself.
I was gonna go in a different direction. So,
Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. So I could
that's how a lot of her 90s songs started being, actually. That is how a lot of her 90s songs started being.
Oh God, where are we at with this? So there's a skeleton. There's a skeleton found on the construction site. So now we're at doctors.
Mm-hmm.
We meet Dr. Seth Hazlitt. These last names. And JB's back is out.
Why does the doctor sound like Colonel Sanders?
Because he was in a bunch of westerns.
But he's in Maine.
But he was in a bunch of westerns.
But they make it seem like he's always been there.
Why does Tom Bosley turn Southern sometimes? Where's Tom Bosley actually from? I'm gonna Google that right now.
But at least he tries. The doctor doesn't even try. Like, he started this episode literally like Foghorn Leghorn. And I thought, wait a minute.
Yeah, Tom Bosley's from Chicago. Oh. Yeah, so
I mean, saying. It just
why,
really like.
Why does JB sound like she's from England?
Because she is.
There you go. There you go. But
it was like people. It was like people came to this show and they're like, "No, we don't need to audition you. It's fine. We'll go with whatever you bring to the table."
Maine is one of the most diverse states in the union. So many people from all over the world. Blacks, Hispanics, fishermen, all living.
So many.
So many. Yet they still elect Susan fucking Collins to the Senate. God bless. Although, if you ever want to watch something, them taking the toll at like their presidential, when they hand out, like they do the final tallying, is insane. They do it like by district in real time, like counting. It is nuts. Like they wait till they have it all in, then they put it on television. They're like, and this district goes to this person, and this district yeah. It is yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a lot.
I mean, when
actually.
you only have 500 people, it's pretty easy to do.
Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, we have such a small population.
Anyway, where are we at now?
Still getting started.
Still getting started. Well, no, because we're at the doctor's office now. And JB's back is out. And she starts asking questions about her book.
Mm-hmm.
Amos comes in and he's like, hey, doctor, grab your bag and come on down. So they all go to the construction site. There's lots of running around in this one.
Yes, there is. It's bad for Jessica's back.
They found the remains of Joshua Peabody! Exclamation point.
What?
Seth is adamant it's not him. Because Joshua Peabody is Cabot Cove's Revolutionary War hero. He is a hero and a legend, just like Katya.
Really?
Girl, this past episode where Raja said that she was the first Asian American winner of RuPaul's Drag Race, I was like, you may be, but Manila Luzon has a few things to say to you.
Winner versus most iconic are two very different things.
I mean, I love Raja. Don't get me wrong. I love her so much. Like watching her just be really stoned and reviewing fashion.
It's perfect.
But Manila Luzon's beautiful. Like I think funnier.
I'm interested to see like who's going to distribute her show, if it's only going to be in the Philippines, if people can watch that, or if they're going to find a U.S. distributor. Because
I thought it's owned by WoW, isn't it?
No, honey, no. Manila has a rival show to Drag Race Philippines.
Oh.
Yes, that's why Drag Race Philippines got Jiggly Caliente.
Oh, they got Jiggly?
Jiggly's one of the judges on Drag Race Philippines because Manila is, I don't think she's ostracized. I don't think they've gotten to that point, but yeah.
Can Jiggly speak Tagalog?
I think so.
Okay. I knew Manila could. I didn't know Jiggly could. Okay.
Yeah, I think she's I mean, it was really funny. I'm gonna text my friend. I have a friend down here who's a Filipino, very straight guy, but it's just like, I was like, I feel like I have to tell him that they're doing this now because he's gonna be a little bit intrigued. I think, like, wait, what? Because yeah, their culture is a little unusual when it comes to drag.
So Seth hands a skull to Jess, and it's like, notice this person didn't die from bullet. It is actually somebody, he took a blunt hit to the head, just like Joshua Peabody supposedly did, because he was hit with a rifle in the back of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Gomez is very annoyed and wants him to start construction now. He's like, get this shit in order. Get this shit in order. And JB's like, Amos, dear, it could be a murder. We don't know. And he's like, you're right. It could be. Shut it down. This is now a murder investigation.
I love that's my favorite thing about Kappa Cove episodes is like, it's literally like Jessica is the puppet master and Amos is just dancing along. Like, whatever you say, Jessica. Yeah.
Dancing through life.
Wait, should your microphone be up by your head or down by your mouth?
What do you mean? Can you not hear me?
No. When you went to scratch your head a second ago, I was like, what's that sound? And I realized that your microphone was like up high. So you accidentally scratched over your microphone.
I shouldn't be. I'm not talking to that microphone.
No, I know. But when you scratched your head, yeah, just there.
You shouldn't be able to hear anything.
Oh, I can hear that.
Oh, that's weird. Like, because I'm recording from this microphone.
Yeah.
So
well, the one I can hear that one up there on top.
Oh, well, can you hear me okay?
No, I can hear you fine.
Then
it was just
good.
when you scratched your head, that's when I was like, oh, is that supposed to be down?
Well, then let's just leave it be. Well, hold on here. Let me make sure that I'm not. Nope, I'm recording on my good mic. Whatever, girl. Whatever.
Technology, right?
So now we're at David's house, and we meet his wife, Perm. And
Very anxious woman. Very anxious woman.
that her name's not Perm. She just has Perm. I did not care what her name was, and do not
Once you saw the perm, you were like,
like, girl, your name is Perm.
"Hey, Miss Perm, how you
Hey, Miss
is?
Perm.
Hey, Perm."
Well, their son Eric was beat up, and their friend keeps calling, like, his friend was calling his dad Don Quixote, a man who is known for chasing windmills.
Quixote, they said
Yeah,
at first.
Quixote.
And their son is one of those like '80s kids. Like he was in a lot of guest
Uh-huh.
appearances and stuff.
Well, we're back. We're back at, like, Jess calls, and they do a good transition here. She's asking about a Liverpool rifle because David's family owns a antique store, and he, like, answers the question. Then it switches over to Jessica right here. Best transition that they've done in this entire, like, TV show. Like, am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Like, it flowed. It was linear. It made sense. Anyway, now we're in the doctor's office, and Gomez is angry.
Oh gosh, she's so angry.
And JB's like, it could have been someone from the reenactment they used to do 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And there could be more evidence. Gomez rolls his eyes and leaves. And we get a foreshadowing about Henderson Wheatley coming to town.
Oh, that sounds like trouble.
And you were going to change your tune when Henderson Wheatley gets there.
To B flat.
Maim, you're going, man, I'm always flat anyway.
you were, I love it. You were going to do it.
Pick your key B flat because I'm going to B flat anyway. Yeah, that's the joke there. Oh, where are we at with this now?
The bad guy's coming.
So now we're at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And we meet Henderson Wheatley. And
He
Kowalski.
He looks like a villain. Boy, he looks like a villain.
Yeah, he does. And Kowalski's there. He's like, your equipment sucks. And then Miss Scott, the journalist, comes in.
Oh, hi, Miss Scott. Do you need a lozenge?
Hold on. Yeah, maybe I do. Let me go get one. Where'd they go? Here they are. I got it right here. Let me put in my lozenges.
Oh.
Better.
Not really, but go ahead. Go right ahead.
My name's Dell Scott. Mrs. Dell Scott. So they leave. Mrs. Dell Scott starts interviewing him a little bit, and she's like, he leaves, and as they're leaving, Pierce turns to his attorney and says, deal with it. Get an injunction. Start the shit going. Let's go. Let's do this shit.
Bribe everybody.
Bribe everybody. So now we're at the courthouse, and JB stopped by. Dell. Hey, JB. Can I get some of your opinions?
Oh, no. No one talks to me for my opinions.
So Wheatley is known as a shoddy contractor. I'm from Pittsburgh, by the way, and that man is a menace.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. You're from Pittsburgh. Do I finally get my Schlotzker?
So funny story that I did not know.
Okay.
San Diego has a Little Italy.
Like a little, kind of like in New York?
Yes. Apparently, there are lots of Italian immigrants that settled in San Diego. That's in San Francisco at first. San Diego.
Weird.
But there is no Chinatown.
That's even weirder.
Yeah. Really good Italian food, by the way.
Oh,
And
I can only imagine.
It girl, let me tell you, it was Mims's dream, because it was a bunch of Italian American men but in the San Diego clothing, all loose fit and like unbuttoned halfway down,
Ooh.
and real tan because they had been out in that sun for
Mm, that luscious skin cancer.
Girl, I only hope the snail stuff I'm putting on my skin don't do nothing to it.
I can't wait for you to grow some gills or something like that. It's gonna be great.
Dear listeners, I started using snail mucin serum on my skin, which supposedly is animal safe. They take the snail, put it on a net, and it just drips down this ooze. They collect the ooze.
Oh, I just thought they take the snails and give it a good time. It just
Girl, they ain't got to give it no kind of a time to ooze. They just ooze naturally. But then they spin it down, add some water, and thin it out. And wait, it does make your skin feel real nice though. Like my skin feels great.
You told me that it was really good.
It is. It is.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know if it does anything, but it feels really good.
Well, if and by the time we are 50, if you don't look 50, then we know it did its job.
Girl, I looked 50 10 years ago.
Like I said.
Bitch. Anyway. So we also find JB refers Dell to David, but David refused to be photographed.
That's very unusual considering that he's like a very loud environmentalist. They usually love being in front of the camera.
So now we're at Amos's place, and there's two old people actors who are like,
This was my
we
whole
know,
episode.
we know who these bones belong to. They belong to Uriah Pitcher. And he did disappear about 10 years ago. And Amos like, no, it's not Uriah Pitcher. He left with that what's he say, cosmetologist or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Manicurist with the red hair and went to Portland.
So, speaking of what you said earlier, so I actually had a very similar thought to what you said earlier when you said, I would love a prequel, right? I thought during this scene, could you imagine if we had an Amos focus series called Cabot Cove that was like Twin Peaks?
But goofy?
Like when those two people came in, I was like, wait a minute. Every time they've ever done a Cabot Cove episode, it is full of people like this. This itself could be a series.
And that person later who stops and says, I don't want to tell you something, but I think I need to tell you something.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. This is a show. We're not paying attention to what should be going on here.
Hold on here. Ellsworth Buffin, that homosexual, has shown up. And he is vice president of the Joshua Peabody Society.
I wonder why they sent a vice president.
And he is, as a member of the Joshua Peabody Society, he's here to take the remains of Joshua Peabody with him. And he assumes that the bones are still in good condition.
They're black. They're black bones for some reason.
Why gotta be black?
I was wondering that myself. I was like, why are the bones black?
Because they're so old. They fossilized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, man, let's see that. See, I learned something new today.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you, Professor Mims.
Oh, wait, we aren't done yet.
Jeez, I know you're not used to me saying thank you, but jeez, come on.
And I want to thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Girl, I have to fly to Bristol, Pennsylvania tomorrow.
No, again?
Yes. Girl, yes. I'm gonna be recording that podcast live from Bristol, Pennsylvania.
Good Lord.
I have to take all my computers with me this time too.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna think you're a terrorist.
Nah, they usually wave me pretty fast through. I'm white. What?
Oh, nothing. My dog was just.
Although this past time on the flight,
Yes.
there was a white man who had a shirt that said "the bigger the better," and it had different sizes bullets on it,
Ugh.
and he looked like he hadn't slept in a couple weeks.
Oh
I was like,
my.
y'all should not let this man on the airplane. This right here is the type of person you should not let on an aeroplane. I found
Literally.
him.
Literally.
Found him. He's getting on this aeroplane right now. I
Please
see
don't
him.
let him.
Please.
Please.
I don't care about the nice woman in the burqa. I care about him.
Yeah. Yeah.
God. Mm.
That could be. I can see that as a character in Cabot Cove, also. Actually.
Girl, and during our trip, my coworker
Right.
uttered a word I ain't heard since the 1950s
Okay.
that only belongs in one place, and that is in NAACP. Do you know what word she may have said? COLORED.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, because I was talking about somebody at work who we were working with, and she was like, "Was it the blank that person?" I'm like, "You can say black." It's like, "Oh,
Literally.
that's less offensive." I'm like, "Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
it is. Yes, it is."
Very, very much so. Yes.
I'm like, "Oh, I
Yes.
didn't know that." Okay, well now you do. So don't ever say that word again. Thank you.
Actually, it's really funny. So you would never know this, right? But so back when they were doing the great transition between those two words, I I actually had family members that hated the word black, and they
Mm-hmm.
said they preferred the other word. They were like it's so funny how time and society changes and things like that are so interesting. Because when my mom told me that one day, I just looked at her like, because I was asking about the NAACP, I
Yeah.
was like, why is it called that? And my mom was like, well, that's what I mean. That used to be the term. Like
Yeah.
that was it. And then
Yeah.
she's like, and then she said to the point that when people started wanting to be called black, like lots of people of color,
Mm-hmm.
older people of color, were like, that's not right. This is what we are.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just kind of like, oh, okay, well
Yeah.
that's a lot to process.
So now we're at the construction site,
Yes,
and Wheatley's like, "Start them damn engines up."
yes, very.
He's got
excited.
a cord. Amos shows up, and Amos like, "Hold on now, I'm the sheriff. You need to settle down." He hands him the court order to start, and Amos like, "Oh God, no, David, I'm sorry, you need to move." And Mister Ellsworth is standing in front of the dump truck, and he's like, "No, no, 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 no. I present to you a historical injunction."
What?
Yes. So later we're at JB's, and Seth and JB are having dinner, and they're going to play chess. And Seth is making a salad in the craziest, smallest bowl possible.
Yes.
Then he goes to open up a wine, which I didn't know if you saw was light and only 35 calories.
No, I didn't see that
Yes.
part.
The top label says light, 35 calories. Uh-huh. Yes. The biscuits there are burning.
Yeah, they weren't even that burnt.
Girl, they look. Hold, we ain't to that point. I'll get to that. So, it JB bends over, her back goes out, and Seth is like, "Don't tell anybody that I can do this." Does a little chiropractic on her, sets her back up,
Mm-hmm.
and then he gets the biscuits out. Girl, who bakes biscuits like that? Anyway, that is my next question. Like, you're supposed to bake them in a small thing to where they'll be touching and rise.
I know.
Okay.
Those look like Pillsbury's.
I mean, yeah, they were definitely Pillsbury's, but even the Pillsbury's, you're supposed to do
But
beside of each other.
yeah, but like I was gonna say, but not Pillsbury's. Like those.
Girl, could they not afforded some Grands?
Yeah, like
I love Grands biscuits.
them
I
little,
ain't gonna lie.
them little hockey pucks. I don't know what that was.
Oh, my grandmother used to make the hockey pucks, but they were good. But the pop can. Oh God.
Does that still give you anxiety? Because it still gives me anxiety.
What, the pop can?
Gosh, I used to think For whatever reason, I don't know
Uh-huh.
why, but I always used to think that like, it was going to explode in like a deadly explosion at
Oh
some point.
no, I used to love to pop it. That was my
Mm-mm.
thing. I used to love to pop the damn thing.
I
Just
used to ask my mom to do it because I always have this weird, unusual fear that like it's going to really explode.
when's the last time you made some Grand's biscuits?
Oh, it's been a very long time.
I know.
It's been,
And some crescent rolls.
oh, even
Ooh,
longer.
girl,
Yeah.
crescent rolls. Hmm.
Yeah. Oh.
Girl, maybe we should make some pigs in a blanket.
Oh. Oh no.
Girl, my mom used to take crescent rolls, cut them into uh, little ones, and put little smokies in there and wrap them up. It was time consuming,
Yeah, but
girl,
worth
but
it.
it was so good. I
It
love
was
little
worth it.
smokies. They are my
Oh,
favorite.
mm. Now I want some processed pork product inside of a bread.
I mean, you could go if there's a Taiwanese bakery near there. You could just go buy that in a bakery.
Not on a Sunday.
What
Most of
really?
the
Ours is
bake.
open till like, I've got one next door that's open till like 10.
No, no, not here.
Okay.
Not in. Yeah, yeah. The Asian bakeries here are not normally open that late.
Hmm. So Seth found a letter for JB
Hmm.
in the remains, and it says passage for JP.
Well, there
And
you go. It proves it.
JB's like, it's this is proving it. And then Seth presents her a layer cake. She's like, haha, that's exactly how we're gonna prove that this is Joshua Peabody. We're gonna dig deeper and hopefully find an artifact of some kind that proves that
Mm.
it's him. Smart.
Very smart. Very smart.
So now we're at the construction site.
Yes.
Amos is very tired because he had to go over at 2 a.m. To cover the thing up because he didn't want anything to wash away. So he pulls up the tarp, and Wheatley's dead.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's But he was barely in this episode.
Yeah, that's fine. So it's a little bit later, and Seth is down there, and he's like, well, he probably died at around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. He was shot at close range, and his car's there, so we know that whoever it was met him there.
Right.
Dell's here. Hello, everyone.
Hi Dell. Sorry, just yeah, hi.
I want to interview somebody about all this. And
Oh.
JB's like, no, thank you. I'm not an expert. No, it's not me. I'm not an expert. And Amos is going, um. And so Dell turns to him and says, describe your feelings when you lifted up the tarp. Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
Oh, goodness. So now we're at Kowalski's.
Mm-hmm.
And Gomez is annoyed. He is very annoyed. And JB finds a tie clasp that means that Wheatley was moved from one site to another.
Oh no.
Yes. So now we're at Amos's.
Okay.
Y'all, we are going to start moving back and forth real fast now.
Real fast.
There's a lot of little cut scenes. And it's about to get real effing crazy too. So Amos is like, it's either a strong man or a wheelbarrow, and JB's like, or a wheelbarrow. There were several in front of Kowalski's trailer,
Oh.
and the rain would have washed away all of the tracks.
Oh jeez. This is gonna be so hard.
Girl, I just know that a rain here wouldn't have washed away shit in that red ass mud. It would have just turned to little puddles.
Could you have bet like the rain did nothing to that red clay, but
Yeah, like it'd be like, oh look, there's a track right there, and there's footsteps. Oh look, they're small. I wonder if they're high heels. I think we know exactly who this is.
yeah.
JB.
You know she ain't gonna be getting her kitten heels dirty. Come
She'll
on
be out
now.
there in some wellies.
Yeah. No way.
So we're back at the site. And JB sees the shoddy equipment for herself. She's like touching something as an oil can's like coming down. She's like, ooh. And then JB goes over and looks at the wheelbarrow very close up.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's supposed to be blood that we see. I mean, she later on she says blood, but it just looked like a wet wheelbarrow to me, but whatever. And we see Kowalski, and he's cut his hand.
Pretty bad, it looks like, too.
Pretty bad. And she's like, you should change that, otherwise you can get infected.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to get the MRSA. It's not going to be good. Did you get a tetanus shot, girl? Because otherwise, you... I'm just saying, you're going to have lockjaw MRSA right now, and it is not going to be good for anybody.
I would have paid anything for her to literally look at him in the eyes and say, did you get a tetanus shot, girl?
Oh, Lord. So now we're back in town, and there's a fight between kids. I believe it's Gomez's kid and David's kid. Perm comes out and runs to the kid, and David is very upset with the kids. And he's upset with Gomez and Gomez's kid, and everybody's just upset with each other. Well, FBI, that guy, Fred Keller, shows up.
FBI, that guy.
FBI, that guy, and arrests David Marsh. His real name is Daniel Martin.
What?
I know. I think we went to school with him. And he's a Vietnam protester.
Gosh, I didn't know Daniel had been in Vietnam. He seemed so young when we went to school with him.
Well, Amos shows up. And he's like, no. So there's a little cut scene where there's a weird guy in a truck who goes up to Amos like, Amos, I got something to tell you, but I don't know whether I want to tell you or not tell you. Do you want me to tell you or not? I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling you.
It was so perfect. I loved it.
I'm telling
so
you.
much.
Am I telling you?
Yeah, you should go and tell me. You should tell me.
I may or may not be telling you, Amos, but I may tell you. But there's something that I may or may not tell you.
Oh.
See, I see this. You see it as like a Twin Peaks sort of thing. I see it as like a Father Ted or a Vicar Dibley kind of thing.
I could see it both ways, right? Like I can see it both ways.
But do it both ways. Like make it be a weird ass comedy with murder.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. A dark comedy. I mean, honestly, there's not enough of those on TV now.
It's true. It's
true.
Except for The Great. Have you watched The Great?
The Great?
The Great. The Catherine the Great comedy on Hulu?
No.
With Elle Fanning and Nicholas Hoult?
Hulu's never even put that in front of me before.
Oh my God. It is 2 seasons. It is like 18 episodes.
Yeah.
Girl. What tonight?
Okay.
I need you to watch the first episode of that tonight.
Calm down. Hulu never puts that in front of me.
Fashion alone.
Okay.
It's so good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's actually interesting. Catherine the Great. That's a really interesting concept.
It's the barely true story of Catherine the Great.
Barely true.
Or sometimes true, something like that. Yeah. It's hilarious.
Okay.
And I love Nicholas Hoult. He's so hot.
Oh yeah, he is a handsome guy. It's so weird. It's weird though, since like, he's grown up literally in front of us, like as if going from child to actual adult man. Yeah, but he is a handsome guy. He has grown to be a handsome guy.
I made a joke the other day because you know Shazam 2 is getting ready to come out, right?
Yes.
And I was like, I was jokingly said, is that kid old enough for me to find him attractive yet?
The kid from Shazam?
Yes.
How old is that kid at that
19.
point? Is he?
He's 19 now. He was
But
16
he,
before.
but he's so little.
Yeah. He's not the one I found attractive in that anyway.
Oh, I think I know the one you're talking
Who,
about.
who, who do I find attractive?
The brown one.
The big buff one. The
Yes.
yes, girl.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. The attractive one.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna be like, I just knew the one you were talking about. That's
Because
all.
it's the main one is not that. Shazam himself is not that attractive.
No.
He's not. He's just. What is his name?
Zachary Levy.
Yeah, he just doesn't do it for me. There's something.
I think it's funny that I mean I'm excited about. I like the first one a lot. I didn't realize I was gonna like it as much as
Yeah,
I
me
did.
too.
But also I think it's really funny that all of the Shazam family,
Uh huh.
that all of all of the other Shazams look so much younger than him now,
Yeah, it's true.
and it's like they're trying to keep him looking not too old. But I mean,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
when they were all standing there on the trailer. I was kind of sitting there like, ooh.
I'm also. I don't. I mean, she's like my favorite DC character, Santana.
Mm.
Uh, but do you think she's going to say rabbit backwards? She has to say rabbit backwards, right?
I think so.
I mean, that's like the first thing she learns how to do.
I can't.
God.
Oh man, I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. I just need her to get her own movie. That's all I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
say.
yeah.
I don't care, but I want her to get her own movie so bad.
Maybe it could be the girl from here's the problem I have, okay?
Okay.
I don't want actresses I really like to join Marvel or DC
Okay.
because then they get stuck in those movies forever. DC's not as bad as
DC's
Marvel,
not
right?
as bad as because I mean, what's her name? Wonder Woman. She's done lots of movies in between those.
Yeah.
Like
But
I
like
Marvel seems
Marvel,
like they just buy you lock, stock, and barrel.
yeah,
Like,
like I mean, poor Scarlett Johansson.
don't even get me started on it.
If she wants to play a tree, she can play a tree. Good for you, girl. But no, but like the girl, what is her name? Woman from Little Women, not Saoirse Ronan. The other one, the one who gave the fantastic. Did you see the most recent version of Little Women?
No, I thought you were talking about Winona Ryder. I was like, Winona Ryder?
No, girl, no. The more recent one, the Saoirse Ronan version.
I didn't know that they made a new Little Women. Why did they make a new Little Women? We just had a Little Women like 20
Because
years
it's
ago.
better. This thing is. It's Saoirse Ronan, Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, they're so cute together. They were in that the French what do you call it? Wes Anderson's new movie. That they
I
were
haven't seen that one, the new
it
one.
was really cute. We watched it last weekend. It was really cute. I liked it a lot.
Florence Pugh. That's
Who is that?
Florence Pugh.
I don't
Let's see
Oh
if you see
no, I've
anything.
hit that age.
Did you see Black Widow?
Yes.
The one that's not Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know what her name was.
Midsummer Girl.
Okay. I've not
Did
seen
you watch
Midsommar
Midsummer?
either. No, I haven't
Okay.
watched that either.
Yeah, like
Well, she's becoming a little bit prolific, isn't she?
yeah, I think she was nominated for an Oscar for Little Women, if I remember correctly.
Hi, girl.
Like she's girl, that is a good movie. There's another suggestion for you. Little Women, I loved it. Like, but then again, I like period dramas sometimes. What, you don't like period dramas?
No, I do. I do. I like it. I like it a lot. Obviously, I like period dramas. I mean,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
I just didn't think about. I don't know. It's so funny. It's like all of these streaming services, and it's really weird because it's like none of them seem to show me the things they show you when they're available, right? Like,
Girl, I watched this over the pandemic when it was like I knew it was coming out.
oh,
I bought it and watched it, and I've watched it on like HBO a couple of times now. Like my husband does the tries to watch all the Oscar movies when they come out.
I used to do that.
I know, and I think he didn't last year because it was so bleak.
I used to do that, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, where were you at? Oh, okay. So Amos shows up. He's like, no, I need to arrest you for murder because there was a note left on Wheatley's desk said the skeleton was planted in the grave by DM.
Oh.
And Austin Bailey saw him was driving around and saw him at the construction site nearly the same time.
That definitely means that he did it.
And David or Daniel is like, well, I was walking, and JB's like, Amos, read him his rights. You have the right to remain silent. And he shuts up.
I love that he didn't actually finish that statement.
Yeah. Well, now you can just be arrested.
I was going to say, nowadays, it doesn't even matter.
No, you don't have to read your Miranda rights anymore. Isn't that great?
That's amazing.
So now we're at the doctors. And the FBI, we find out that the FBI has medical records, but didn't get Daniel to be fingerprinted, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And he's wanted because he was a protester, and he may have bombed a courthouse.
Which those are pretty bad.
Yes.
I mean, that's not normal. Those aren't normal bad things.
And like the FBI person's like, hey, hand me his medical records, and the doctor's like, no, go to a courthouse, give me a warrant, you can have them, but till that happens, no.
Stonewalling. Good job, doctor.
And JB's like, I don't think he could. After the FBI agent leaves, JB's like, I don't think that he committed murder, and the doctor's like, but do you think he may be Daniel? Crickets in response. So now we're at the jail, and David admits he's Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, he was a pacifist at the time.
Correct. And
he doesn't exactly remember where he was, but he knows he was in Cabot Cove at the time.
Cabot Cove.
Cabot Cove. All right, y'all. It's going to start going a little bit faster now.
Here we go.
Here we go. I'm looking at the notes, and it's getting even more jumpy. So now we're at Kowalski's RV. And JB brings him some hand salve. And he's like, Kowalski's like, this lousy equipment. Wheatley killed a lot of people. Somebody named Bobby Scotto. Foreshadowing. And some other person. And he's like, JB's like, well, why did you work for him? Money. I needed that money, but I haven't been paid, and I won't be paid because that lawyer Griswold, he done left with all money.
What?
Yes, sir. So now we're at Amos. Amos's, and he puts a thing out for Griswold, and it's like, hey, you need to pull him, bring him back here. Found out that Wheatley was leveraged across all of Cabot Cove. Mm-hmm. Like, this building would have probably never been built. It had no money left, like zero funding. Gomez had already built a house because he was afraid Wheatley was going to steal everything from him. Like, it was a financial disaster.
Yeah.
And Amos said, your past always comes out, and it doesn't pay to change your name. Foreshadowing. Well, maybe not. JB gets it. So now we're at the library, and JB finds some newspaper articles. And then JB calls Del Scott and decides to make a statement at the construction site.
Yes, she is finally ready.
So now we're at the interview, and JB goes on about insufficient safety, and then goes on a little bit more, and then says, are you related to Robert Scotto? No. Well, he had a younger sister named Della Scotto. Del Scott It's not that big of a jump, dear. Should have done better. Oh, what? No, I didn't. What are you talking about? So we found out she phoned him at 4 a.m., shot him inside. Her herringbone suit is fantastic. That gray herringbone number that she's wearing right then. Oh,
Yep.
So good.
It was so hot.
And then there's this little interaction. I didn't kill him, but you did. When JB just goes, but you did. I'm like, girl, you were tired of the script. So the wheelchair has blood. There's no witness. Yes, there is, dear. You yourself did it. You talked about lifting up the top. There's no way you could have known there was a top, because Amos put it on at 2 o'clock in the morning. Fine. He deserved to die. I'm not sorry. So yeah, there's lots of tears. Moving on from that. So now we're at David's, and JB and the doctor show up, and JB's like, David, would you please take your horrible child and put him outside so we can talk to that guy, FBI man? So JB hands him a newspaper that said David Marsh saved children from a fire, right? And that, like, it was, there's no way he could have done that and gone to the court. He's like, but the FBI man's like, I guess, but what are you talking about? And there was another one about a Minuteman who retreated. So during, like, one of the festivals, and JB's like, well, maybe that Minuteman was your person that committed the murder. And he banged his head and died. And the doctor provides a fractured leg as a
leg.
Leg. Well, as they're leaving, the agent lets him go.
I do like what the agent said, though, when he said an entire town of people that are working this hard to save somebody. This guy must really be something.
And he said, next time, or doctor, you probably need to brush up on your anatomy. That's an arm bone. Maim!
Yes.
Did you like this episode?
Oh, yes. Yes.
It was fun. It was her herringbone suit, though. That thing was so good. I want that. Speaking of wanting things, Maim, where's my caftan?
It's coming.
I was listening, dear listeners. What reminded me of this was I was listening to that episode that was the favorite episode, and we were talking about the caftan that Maim had to put off. That she said it was the next thing she was going to sew, and like it's that I would have it. She would be done with it by the end of the week. Girl, that was about 5 episodes ago. So that was about 2 months ago. So I'm just throwing that out there. When was that anime thing you sewed for? Was that 2 or 3 months ago? Go ahead, Maim.
That was like 3 months ago.
That's when you said you'd have it done by the end of the week.
One of the big things that happened, though, because something did happen, I started playing around with a different type of caftan silhouette. So I hadn't quite perfected it when we literally right around that time is when I started playing with this new silhouette, and I was like, I don't know if I want to make it like this one now. So, but I have perfected it at this point, right? I'm actually in the midst of making like a batch of caftans now. So yours is going to be part of that batch. But I had to like make sure I got the belting right and all of those pieces because I really like this new version of them a lot. It's like my favorite.
Okay.
It's belted. The belted caftan. So.
Oh mercy! Oh my!
Right? It's extra fancy.
Girl, now that I've given you a little bit of hell, well deserved. Why don't you tell the dear listeners where they can find you?
Yeah, hi, dear listeners. This is your favorite relation, Auntie
Not mine.
Maim. Oh, Lord. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, well, yeah, it's true. So if you want, you can find me on social media at Auntie underscore Maim. That's Maim. On Twitter, I'm at Maim Ministry. In real life, you can find me performing with the Villain Theater, which is in Miami. Improv and comedy theater located on villatheater.com if you want to find out more about them for tickets and information. Also on Thursday nights, I am hosting and performing at the Amazing Colossal Karaoke Show, which is a hybrid cabaret and karaoke night every Thursday night at Kill Your Idol on Miami Beach. I mean, that's about it. I don't have his. I'm excited to hear more about what Mims is up to. Again.
Hey, y'all. I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me at Divine Miss Mims on Twitter. Hey, you can find this podcast at You Slay Me Pod on Twitter. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have Patreon?
What?
You can find it at www.patreon.com. Mims and Maim.
What?
Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcast?
What?
It's called Baking Sugar. Dear listeners, you can find it at Baking Sugar, wherever you get your podcasts. It's a Designing Women podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have merchandising?
What?
Dear listeners, you can go to mimsandmaim.com to get your t-shirts, totes, all those sorts of things. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that I've got something in the works?
What?
Dear listeners, your dear sweet Divine Miss Mims has a dance track coming out soon. It's called Don't Touch Me, parentheses, monkeypox. That's right. I will tell you more about it whenever you it's in production. The final track is ready. I just need a weird ass music video that I'm going to be filming in a hotel room in Bristol, Pennsylvania next week. So there's that.
Man. That's going to be so good. You didn't mention that last detail earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's made this even better.
At the Sheraton in Bristol, Pennsylvania. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, dear listeners, I'm going to throw another one at Maim. I'm also planning on starting TikTok.
Oh, jeez, no.
With your daily motivations from the Divine Miss Mims. Those should be starting this week as well.
Oh, sweet Lord.
Oh, yes, babe. Mims is back.
Jeez Louise. We're all better off and worse off because of it.
Well, babe, do you have anything else to add?
I don't know if I can top any of that, so no.
Then why don't you say goodnight, Maim?
All right. Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.